Hi everyone, my name is Vyse.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
And welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. As you'll recall, last time we ended right in the middle of the trial, so it's time to get back to it. Who do you think's the killer? Because I have no freaking idea. I just know it's not Hiyoko, and I seriously doubt that it's... Dang it, I always forget his first name. Fuyuhiko. I don't think it's Fuyuhiko either. My suspect is Gundam, but I'm not even completely sure about that. But anyways, we'll find out soon enough, won't we?
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Yeah, saving regularly is a very good thing to do in just about every game.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
Good question.
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
I mean, just about anything can be a clue.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, he would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
Kazuichi?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder.
Did not mean to sync up a with Chiaki, but that turned out to be pretty cool.
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Ah, dang it. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? So, we prepared the perfect product for you. You'll dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Huh? Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. Move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. There will be various obstacles you'll encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with this control so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap among the walls. Upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split in different paths, so please proceed down the path the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course, please be careful. I recommend you make good use of the brake, that's some advice to you. Escape, blah blah controls, good luck and have fun. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Let's see what this is. Ooh. This is, ooh. This, I did not expect this in a Danganronpa game. But this is pretty dang cool. Oh crap, oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's the jump. Oh crap. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After Hiyoko. No, dang it. Wait, of course it was because he killed her, dang it. Okay, yes. Alright, boom, yes. It's actually a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Oh crap, no. I should not have said that, should I? Okay. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. Yes. Wait, whoa, did not mean to break. Ooh. This is cool. Oh boy. Is Umbrella Corp involved in this or something? Oh crap, no. Wall poop. Okay. Yeah, that, I mean, it's obviously exactly Umbrella Corp. Yeah, that reminds me of Umbrella Corp quite a bit. Okay, what? Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hyoko was unconscious? Beach house. Yes? Okay, yes. Come on. Whoa.
It's all coming
Okay.
together.
So I got all those answers. What does that mean?
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
Well, duh, we already said that.
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
Duh.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Place where the killer is hiding. Place where Hyoko hasn't looked. Okay, she was in there. She looked in there, but... behind that door, maybe? Just be outside. Dang it. In there. Killer's hiding in the fridge, they'd freeze.
Crap!
Oh crap, where else is the chandelier? Dang it.
Crap!
Maybe the killer's in the closet with her? Oh, okay. That's kind of horrifying.
The killer's probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But the two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place. That's right, the place the killer was hiding in the closet was... behind the wetsuits. No, we're not inside the wetsuit. Top shelf.
Crap!
Dang it. Come on!
Here!
Inside that thing? Oh. I was close.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we
Makes sense.
haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Huh?
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan.
So, this definitely rules out Nekomaru, not that I was thinking about him, but there's no way he could have fit in the surfboard case.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Dang.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
Well, I don't know who Shotoku was,
I'll listen to your
so...
story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Oh yeah, it's 3, not 2.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Not at all.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
So then who was the 3rd?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
No, it does matter because the only people we know who actually discovered the body were Hiyoko and Kazuichi because the announcement was made before Hajime got in. So who was the... well, I guess who was the 2nd?
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
They planted it to make it look like she had drug her body towards the
It's
door.
going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now, I shall explain to you the final feature in non-stop debates. This one forward, you'll be able to do the truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the rectangle will change. If you aim it at the weak spot and keep it in position, you'll be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase fired once, okay. Okay, blah blah blah. Memorize weak spot, okay. Blah, 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 blah. I know this, I've done this before, okay. So let's just watch this through and then figure it out for the second time.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
No, not wetsuits.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Wait, what? Ah, left mouse, not right mouse.
As someone who
Dang it.
flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay.
What did the killer do with the blood?
Yeah, I
on
know
their
what I
body?
need to do now, just...
Maybe they simply
Yeah.
washed it off.
That's what I need to do. Left,
They couldn't
not
use
right.
the shower, right?
Yeah.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they use something other than the shower...
What
There
did
we
they do
go.
with the bloody wetsuit?
Gotcha.
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Yeah, Necromaru talks about poop way too much. Like, way too much.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Alright, let's do
What
this.
did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Come on, give it to
They
me.
couldn't use the shower, right?
Come on, Fee, here you go.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
No,
Yes!
that's wrong.
Achievement unlocked, blowing through my screen. Don't know what exactly that
They
means.
just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Bottles of water. You know, the shower used to wash off the blood. Also, that was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
Yep.
I've seen through it.
What?
In theory, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Alright. I'm ready, let's do this. Trash can, that's gonna be the thing. He's gonna say that they're all still there, but I'll be like,
It's true
nah.
there were drinks in the beach house with however, try thinking of one bottle drink it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Dang it. Threatening my count me. We're nearing the moment where our
It's
fate
true
will be
there were
decided.
drink in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle drink it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
Yes. Whoa, yes.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut
Yes.
through those words.
Gotcha.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer
Yep.
took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
No, it's not.
There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Indeed.
Now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
Yes, you should have.
The plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now think about it, they soaked their entire body with plastic water bottles. If they did that, that
Seems
person
you've
would be...
realized who the killer is.
Oh my gosh.
See? Just as I thought.
Pecco?
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
No, Pecco?
Let me ask. Who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash the blood off that splattered onto them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. No! Pecco?
You're the only one!
Is it really Pecco?
Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Soaked with water. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If if the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something!
Please, not
Hold on, you
Pecco.
bastard! You saw
Whoa.
her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
I mean, that is possible, and I hope that's
No
what
one even
happened.
saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on, that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Just a coincidence I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. Went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it,
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Through the iron bar window.
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Do you really? This mystery seems insolvable.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
Through the iron bar window.
Let's establish how the killer escaped.
Still escape route, I might know what it was. The only possible thing I think of is that opening.
See! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Pecco could have reached it.
Or you, for that matter, so that's one reason you're not the killer.
What if, for instance, she got help from someone?
Like
She
Nagito?
might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. Those coexistence islands' bountiful nature and mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
What
Jackie,
object?
don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see! You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Heka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
In her sword
If
bag.
you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Really?
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. The only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case. Focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Okay. I have no idea. Hey, what? What the? How do I do this? B, okay. What? Dang it. bag. What? I have no idea what this word's supposed to be. Dang it. Dang it. Ah, dang it. What? No, what the? Bam. Bam what? What? I have literally no idea. Bamboo? Ah. Bamboo pole? No, it can't be bamboo pole. Come on, give me an O. There we go. Okay. I'm at least making some progress. Bamboo sheath. Okay, sweet. I just need an H. H. I said H. No, bamboo sword. How do you use a bamboo sword to get out? How would... I don't understand. Well, I guess we're gonna find out soon. But really, Pecco? Why? Why would Pecco kill someone? Well, to get out, obviously, but... I wouldn't think she'd be a killer.
Pecco, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then, too.
And she was tying it back up.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
How?
Pecco used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
As a step stool?
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Pecco could easily use it to climb.
Well, Pecco, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. Let's talk a little about fever time and nega time. No! Fever time, space. Tempo push to max. Won't miss during fever time. Okay. Okay. Blah blah, I know this. I know all this.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
Yeah, and I really want to know why you care this much.
Bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you... Alright, let's do this.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up!
Right.
Shut up! Don't fuck
Come
with
on.
me! Got proof, you bastard?
Ooh, it's really hard to talk.
Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard?
Come on, here.
That's obviously impossible! Bastard!
Wait, hey, come on.
Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs!
Come on.
Pissing me off!
Come on.
You're pissing me off!
Come on.
Bastard!
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut
Come on. Come on.
Got proof, you bastard?
Come on, yeah.
That's obviously impossible!
Thank you for tempo down.
Shut up! Don't
What?
fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
What?
Got proof, you bastard?
Wait, what?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you
Come on.
bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard!
Come on.
If she used
Okay.
the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Oh, that's how. Wait, what? I totally
Got
forgot
proof,
about that.
you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off!
Come on, what the?
Pissing me off!
How am I not hitting?
Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? If she used
Okay.
the bamboo sword as a step
Bamboo
stool,
sword
it
bag.
would- This is the end.
Okay. Totally forgot how that thing worked. Sorry about that.
If she used her bamboo sword as a stepstone, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a stepstone, she tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman.
I mean, it seems pretty cut and
Even
dry
so,
now.
How disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
I love it when the music does stuff like that.
You just back off!
Is it true? You killed
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof!
I agree with Fuyuhiko. I want to see some more solid proof.
Bastard!
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Is she about to admit it? She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive. In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
I guess that makes sense. Wait, you're Sparkling Justice? Huh?
Justice?
You're a Sparkling
In order
Justice.
to protect the justice of this world.
You are Sparkling Justice.
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of.
I guess that makes sense that she's sparkling justice.
Is the eternal
Kind of.
sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
I mean, she is the only one who knows combat, and she is bound by an honor of sorts.
Hello! Earth to Pecco! If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that!
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Okay, when she was doing that, I thought she was about to grab her sword. That kind of freaked me out for a bit.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. Could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete.
Oh my, that's disturbing.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice. Now
Oh my.
let's execute justice.
What?
That's a very good reaction. I had totally forgotten about sparkling justice, actually. I agree with you, Kazuichi.
What are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
You really like the word justice, don't you?
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco finally snapped!
So did you, apparently.
Please be careful! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but...
Huh? Ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask! This mask is the dividing line.
And I gotta say, her eyes behind the mask look really
Just
creepy.
like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Pecco's the killer? Why is it turning out like
This
this?
is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Damn straight, Monami. Bruh.
Hey, now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
That's the way she said that.
Again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. Must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No
All right,
matter
then.
What, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice,
Oh my.
of course. In
Ugh.
order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Okay, you can stop saying justice any day now.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
Not as psycho as Toko / Jill.
She's so gross!
Again, not as gross as Toko / Jill.
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Okay, so that's 2 trials in a row that someone's gone completely psychopathic. I wonder who's gonna go psychopathic in the 3rd trial.
I can't stand this anymore!
Probably Nekomaru. Ah, dang it. End it. Didn't click too fast. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer. In the end, there's no mistake that it was Pekka all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Agreed. Okay. Killer dropped, no. Bamboo sword, okay. Mario's talking to someone. Dang it. Oh, that's right, this could be anywhere. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I know the gummy belongs somewhere. Where, gummy? Okay, she runs away. Wait, what? Oh, she gets out, then drops the gummy. Okay. Okay, and... Yes. And water... Water bottles definitely belong somewhere, right here. Okay, sweet. Okay, from the beginning. Hyoko arrives, Hyoko runs, anime mask, Kana covered in blood, Hyoko made a promise. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, yes. And then killed. Sweet. Oh, I'm just now noticing the questions. Okay. Killer forged 2 letters. Aha. So that one goes here. Wait, really? Okay. Killer holds the metal bat and... Okay, so hold on. Hyoko wakes up. Dang it. Okay, that's the hiding place. Okay, there we go. Footprints. Okay, and then all this. Blah blah. And she's all like, hello. Okay, where should I hide? None of those answer that. Next one to arrive was Mahiru. Okay. That's what I put! Or did I? Some of you watching is gonna be like, you're an idiot, that's not at all what you put. Okay, Mahiru. And then... where should I hide? Surfboard case.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Okay, sweet.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. and the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait.
This is genius.
After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet.
I mean, it's sick,
So
but
they
it's
could frame
genius.
her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
Yeah.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened.
Okay, so I wasn't too far off earlier. I thought that the death actually occurred in the shower and then they cleaned it with water bottles, but this makes a lot of sense too.
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. In the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Dang,
I see.
she was not on my radar.
What of it? She's like totally cool with it.
Yeah, this is
I haven't
weird.
done anything to be ashamed of.
For Danganronpa, that is, I mean, there's no feels to it.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
punished evil in the name of justice.
You murdered
That's
Mahiru.
no reason to condemn me.
Yes, it is.
Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch!
Agreed.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
You aren't justice, you're a psychopath.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it! I don't get it at all!
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on in order to keep justice. To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Nah, I'm good.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall, who will combat the evils of this world?
Other people?
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice.
No.
Hurry and carry on justice.
Stop saying
Give me
justice.
a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Pecco go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Yeah, this is more than a few.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore! Let's vote already and execute her!
However, before we do that,
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up!
About time.
Your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Kinda wish we had the homicidal maniac around for a little while longer. Like with Genocide Jack, that was actually a pretty cool story element to keep her around for the entirety of the game. Yeah, I did not see this coming at all.
pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
What?
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
She's guilty. She admitted it. The vote confirmed it.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an
That makes her an
enthusiast.
enthusiast!
Thank you,
Honestly,
Ibuki.
felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Pecco, right?
Yes? What do you mean?
Sonia described sparkling justice like this.
justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine at the library. There's only been one person, a journalist, who's interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article is written in their native language, so I tried translating it. See, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between serial killer and Pecco. Hold on. I was thinking it was a catchphrase, so I wasn't paying attention to anything else. Hold on. Okay. Center Justice appears to Justice lead star of Justice stars on the side of me, Sparkling Justice. Catchphrase. Aha! Native language!
I see.
She's not Japanese.
according to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh?
Well, English, Japanese more like
the
it.
magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
Or Mexico. So she's a Spaniard? I guess, maybe. All this time I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. That wasn't the case. If so,
You're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
she could be a Spaniard. I mean, Japanese people can be born in Spain, right?
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
Okay.
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary, and even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
What?
My duty has already been finished.
To pretend to be Sparkling Justice? Were you working for Sparkling
My duty as a
Justice?
tool has
Ah.
already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you
Huh?
mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was!
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
What?
What do you mean?
Tools have
She called
purposes?
herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. Finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Proof there is one person that's seen the crime. Body discovery announcement.
Let's see. Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
What about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine, want me to say it. It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house!
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules, that's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
I was wondering if an accomplice is gonna come
No.
into the picture.
It's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore,
Huh?
that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Fuyuhiko?
You're the only one!
So wait, are we gonna have him executed instead?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
I don't know if it was... I mean, I don't have a sister, but if it was my sister that said someone killed... I might not take that with just a grain of salt. Plus, there were the
Would
pictures.
you call a game like that a strong motive?
Yes. No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. Pictures.
I can prove it with this. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But he would be voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late.
Wow.
As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey, what's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
Okay, I guess all this makes sense now.
That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
There's no way that's the case, because this game wouldn't end here. There's no way.
Me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for
Yep.
you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
I mean, he's gonna just execute Peko. That's gotta be it. Okay, let's see how I did. Can I not? Okay, B. Okay, I can just skip with escape. Okay, that works.
Bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial.
And I clicked too soon. Sorry. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating. There's no way to hesitate no matter how you look at it. Peko's the killer.
Hey,
Why?
hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being. I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
No.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools? What does she mean for you, Hiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then? It's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in. They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property. property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Wow.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost.
I definitely didn't see something like this
Until
going
this body
on.
of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
You're wrong. You're not a tool, Peko. 'Cause if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together? I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
Fiend.
That's why you were hiding your relationship, you mean? It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on the island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it's only natural for me to act as his tool. Then, the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko. It is what it is. When I thought I beat the game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
I don't understand. Why is my sister in
Don't
these
fuck
photos?
with me!
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister's dead? Tried to confirm it with Mahiru. That's why I wanted to talk to her. Yeah, I sent her the photos because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Oh, sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone. Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others. You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own. So I wanted someone to think about it with me. If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't know how. That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right? By calling both of them to the beach house, you're able to put the blame on Hiyoko. Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened is because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right? My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as a murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. So that's why you killed Mahiru with a bat? But still, I believed up to the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that jerk.
Hey.
If that game's actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E? Hey, I don't want to hear about that. The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but you shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game? You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time I was acting like a coward. Excuse me. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called to me and made me kill Mahiru.
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You. Or say you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will but by its actions. I don't get this at all. Of course you understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood. Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Indeed.
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story. You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true
Obviously
killer.
wrong.
Hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet. It should be decided already, isn't that right,
This
Monokuma?
is troubling.
I'll admit it, all this talk about Pekka being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on. So for Pekka, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On this behalf, you killed Mahiru. Now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him. You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway. Excuse me. So we're gonna ask someone else. Hey Fuyuhiko, what do you think? About what? Is Pekko just a tool to you? Using that tool to survive by sacrificing Pekko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
Hold on.
What's the use of asking something like that? Huh, you seem distressed. I mean, your tool doesn't panic like that, right? Pekko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer. Are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko? I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Pekka, we're all gonna die.
Master.
You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course. I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
young master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I'm a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Pekko, but if you insist you're the killer, as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Pekko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one would be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Yeah. Hey, Pekko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon, after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it for you, Hiko? Please tell me the truth. I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through it at all.
Master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan? Oh my, so this is how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about Peko and Fujiko discussed. Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why I have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad. You're definitely the killer. Oh, excuse me. Peko, the tool at the heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me with the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Young master.
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that. Then why? I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
Do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Echo. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request. Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
Remember.
The tool. Peko Yama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair. Why don't you get it yet?
Kills! Kills!
This time for the ultimate swordsman, Peko Yama. You stayed by my side all this time.
Now
Why don't you get
I
it?
prepared a very special punishment!
For you. Never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Echo. Don't go!
Don't.
I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master?
Young master!
Well, there are the feels I was looking for. Why do I play this? Why do you watch this? All it's gonna do is mess with you. One woman army. What? It's just gonna have her work herself to death. Is she actually gonna be killed by the army? What? What? This can't be. Even Fuyuhiko? This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily following dominoes. You bastard. What is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Echo. Fuyuhiko.
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why you should have just discussed it with me. It's supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but a crush into something so unpalatable. You're still talking about that? What the hell is wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Despair.
I am pissed. I even feel such sad and hopelessness.
Isn't that
But
right?
it's all gonna be alright. This despair is worthless. Shut up. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand
Listen
what you're saying.
carefully.
Anyway, I should make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of the Ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive.
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive. Fuyuhiko. Frantically rush over to Fuyuhiko's side. Come on, Mikan, save him.
He's still breathing!
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
Stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving herself? That's why you ended up like that.
Brother!
If you're so laid back about it, you need to hurry up and save him.
Don't believe
A surprise order? Why do I have to burn my precious calories to save some Yakuza scum? It's your duty to save him. Duty? Because it's written in the school trip rules. Ah. The Blackened is exposed during the class trial. They alone will be executed. If only the Blackened gets executed, and Fuyuhiko shouldn't allow to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. This is a magic stick was taken away. I'm practically powerless. You should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no choice. Well, there's no way I can violate a rule even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him. Really? I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Prepared. And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing out of nowhere. And gradually grew closer and closer. Alright, that's weird.
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
I'm not trusting a doctor. If I came to a doctor and his name was Dr. Killgood, there is no way I'm letting him treat me.
You've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really going to be okay to leave this to Monokuma? Can't be helped. It's not like there's any other way.
Perhaps.
He's going to be fine. He's probably going to get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely going to come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know. We must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we'll not be able to advance forward.
My tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting as the crapster like him ain't around. I guess I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then. No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even as a speck. If we're in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea, we're just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. I still want to know what the heck that thing does. Pretty sure it's a bomb.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
But unfortunately, I'm all out of time, and this is about all I can take for now, so... Peko is the killer. Definitely didn't see that coming, but... anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like we see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, it really helps me out a lot. If you have any suggestions for other games for me to play, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next Vyse version.